All right, good morning, everyone. TJ here, teaching the first low impact class for this whole series. So for today's class, I have a mat, not necessary, I just have it for the next class. You can grab a pair of lighter dumbbells, but otherwise, let's get started. All right, so just starting off with with some light stretching. So just slightly tip that up a little bit. All right, so just reaching for about mid-knees, just kind of feeling it through the back of the leg, and then back up, and just moving slowly through that motion, and just feeling the stretch. Kind of think of it as mobility, getting yourself moving. Good job. Give me one more. Nice. All right, so let's bring those knees up into the chest. Requires a little bit of balance. If you feel like the balance is a little bit of a challenge, you could always lie down on the floor and do this stretch. Again, just kind of switching back and forth. Nice job. Give me one more. Excellent. All right, so with the arms, so just kind of swinging them kind of out to the side and just feeling the stretch through the chest and kind of feeling a little bit through the back and just warming up the shoulders, warming up the arms, the upper body. Nice job. So I don't necessarily have my hands like coming really out to the side, but it's more like just kind of down. All right, okay. So let's go through our warm up. All right, so just marching in place, bringing those knees. Again, if you're starting off and you just want to go about halfway to where your knee is slightly angled down, keeping the core engaged or keeping your belly button drawn in towards your spine. Nice job. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. All right. So pretty much we're going to step and kick. So heel is coming back towards our backside. Nice job. So just keeping the jumping or any sort of bouncing to a minimum. Now, if you choose to add that, you totally can if you want to make more of that workout. But the idea here is to lessen the impact of how our joints are feeling movements, especially this one. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to do some punches. So punch, punch, punch. So keeping the core engaged again. Excellent job. So we're going to do just one quick little warm-up exercise, and then we're going to move on into the actual cardio portion or the ESD portion. 3, 2, 1. All right. So kick, kick, kick is going to be that exercise. So again, just aiming low, just kicking, keeping the core engaged. Nice job. So for the cardio portion or the EST portion, the things that we just did are going to be our exercises. 3, 2, 1. All right. So for the first one, like we were doing the whole kind of, well, march in place, we're going to reach just like so. Kind of similar to that march. So just reaching, kind of punching the sky. Nice job. So I'm just kind of doing like a little bit of like a foot tap. Totally up to you. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna go back to the butt kicker or to where the heels are kind of hitting the backside. And again, you can move a little faster through this. However you set the pace for your workout, as long as you are keeping yourself moving and trying to get that heel as close to the backside as you can get it. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna go back to the punches. So we're gonna actually cross the body this time. So I'm just pivoting on the opposite foot for the arm that's punching. So always keeping one hand in front of your face. Keeping the core engaged. Feeling a little bit through the core as you're punching. Now, as you start to really get warmed up, if you chose to use your lighter dumbbells or a soup can, you can hold on to it while you're punching. Just makes it a little bit more challenging that way. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so back to the kicks. So aiming a little higher if we can. Ready? Go. Nice job. If you feel like it starts to become too much, you could kick a little lower versus kicking a little higher. Just be mindful of what you're doing. Sometimes you just kind of get into that rhythm and you're just not really paying as much attention when you're doing it. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do it one more time. Do everything that we just did. All right. So overhead reach, like you're punching the sky, and just kind of step and tap if you choose. And if you want to make it a little bit more kind of rhythmic, then you're kind of stepping out to the side as you're doing it. Great job. Great job, everyone. Keep breathing. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. So back to the butt kicker. All right. Ready? Go. Hopefully you guys had a beautiful weekend or a nice weekend. It was beautiful outside. I know Saturday was probably the warmer day of the weekend. Great job. Again, moving those heels as close to your backside as you can get it. Probably feeling a little bit through the hip, especially through the outside, especially with all these exercises for the legs. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna move on to the punches. I'm gonna use my dumbbells for this particular one. All right, so punch, punch, punch. Remember to pivot or turn the opposite foot for the arm that is punching or the fist that is punching, all while keeping the core tight. Just remember one hand, always kind of protecting the face. Excellent job, everyone. Remember, we have one more after this. We'll get a drink of water, and then we'll move on to the strength portion. 3, 2, 1. All right. So kicks. One last time. Ready? Go. So standing tall, keeping the shoulders back. Your hands can be wherever it is you choose. If you want to have them up here by your face, or if you just want to place them on your waist, just keeping that belly button, as always, keeping it drawn in and either kicking low or kicking high. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right, get a drink of water, and we will move on to the strength portion. All right, so for the strength portion, it's mostly body weight exercises. So we're going to start off with the push-up, keeping it very simple. So if you're on your knees, it's modified. If you're on your feet, it's harder. So have your hands slightly wider than your shoulders, but in line with your chest. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. All right, ready? Go. So I'll tell you what exercise is coming up after this. We'll kind of do it in rounds just to get a break from the push-up. Keep going. Again, on the knee is modified, just keeping from shoulder, hip to knee, or shoulder, hip to heel, straight across. And again, that core is engaged. 3, 2, 1, flip it over. So flip it over. So we're going to do a hip press. So moving your feet, instead of being the bridge where your feet are close to your bottom, I want your feet away, and I want you to press the hip up, feeling it through the back of the leg, back down, and back up. All right, ready? Go. So squeezing through the glutes or through the hip at the top, and making sure that you are pushing equally through both feet. You might feel a little pressure through the top of the knee, but it shouldn't be bothersome in any way. 3, 2, 1. All right, so the next one that we're going to do, luckily enough for everyone, that we're staying on the ground the whole time, so it makes it easy. All right, so I will slightly turn myself a little bit this direction, kind of squeeze my legs underneath my chair. So we're gonna do a reverse snow angel. So I'm lifting my chest up off the floor, hands are in front, and I'm just like I'm making a snow angel, but obviously not face down in the snow. All right, ready? Go. So squeezing between the shoulder blades as you bring the arm back. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to be on hands and knees. Make sure I have enough space and you can see me. All right. So shoulders over hands, hips over your knees. And we're going to take one foot and we're going to donkey kick. So just one side, squeezing through the glutes at the top. So 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. All right, ready, go. So in this case, still keeping the core tight. Trying to keep your hips centered while being, well, in this case, 3 points of contact, which are 2 hands and 1 knee. And still squeezing through that glute as you donkey kick. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it over. Or other side. Ready, go. Again, make sure you just have enough space. So 90 degrees here, 90 at the top, squeezing through the glutes. Excellent job. Keep going. Just being mindful of that 90 degrees in the leg. Knowing what you're working. 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's go back to the push-up. So this one, either on your feet or still on your knees, totally up to you. Ready? Go. So 30 seconds. Just remember that your hands are a little wider than your shoulders and that you're going down towards about fist length between the floor and your chest. 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All right, so on your back. On your back. All right, so remember heels farthest away from your backside. And if you want it to be challenging, you can always put feet together, knees together, press up and go. Again, still squeezing through the hip at the top, feeling it through the back of the leg or legs, plural. Just remember to keep those feet together, knees together. Being mindful of everything that you do with your form, where you're feeling it, and your breathing. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna flip it over and we're going back to the snow angel, the reverse snow angel. All right, so remember lifting the chest up off the floor and kind of like you're waving for help, I guess. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So squeeze between the shoulder blades. If you have your soup cans, you can always hold your soup cans in your hand while you're doing this. It definitely adds a challenging, level, just because you want to make sure that gravity is not pulling down your hand or pushing down on your hand while you're doing the motion. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so back to hands and knees. So back to the donkey kick. If you wanted to put your soup can or your dumbbell kind of right in that crook of your knee, you could do so. I'll show you just in case you are interested. All right, ready, go. So the idea is to kind of really hug that weight with the knee, just so it doesn't fall out or fall off. And maintaining that 90 degrees within the leg. Again, feeling it through the glutes. Knowing what your form should look like. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's flip it over and do the other side. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, hips over knee, or your hips over your knees. Shoulders directly over your hands. Keeping the core engaged. All while focusing on the backside. Nice job. So we have one more round after this, and then we'll get a drink of water. It'll go quick. 3, 2, 1. All right. So let's go back to the push-up. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop early on there. Okay, so back to the push-up. All right. So remember, hands slightly wider than shoulders, but not too wide. All right, ready? Last one, go. Great job. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, child's pose for me really quick. Just a quick little stretch. Push-ups are never easy. All right, back to the hip press. So remember, feet together, knees together, and heels, well, far enough away from your backside. Ready, go. Last one for this one. Fantastic job. Equally pushing or pushing equally through both feet. Feeling it through the back of the legs. Hopefully they feel the same in the sense of how you feel it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so flip it back over. So back to Snow Angel. Ready. Last one. Chest up and go. Great job. So remember, think of like a half circle that you're kind of making with your arms and your hands. So bring it up to where the hands touch at the top, kind of squeezing back. Might not be an actual 180 degrees, maybe more like 145. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so last donkey kick. I'll use my dumbbell one last time. All right, so hips over knees, shoulders over hands, flat back, ready, go. Keeping the core engaged, being mindful of your form. I know as we start to get tired, we tend to get a little relaxed about it. Stay with me. So that 90 degrees within the legs or the leg. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Other side. Remember, last one right here. 3, 2, 1. Go. Great job. Keep moving. Nice job. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, get a drink of water really quick. And we will move on to the next portion. All right, so let's go back to our cardiovascular elements. Just really quick, we're going to go through a couple of rounds. So back to that step and reach. Again, as you get tired, really try to think about stuff. Go if you haven't. Sometimes we get a little confused in our moves, as you just saw. We're all not that coordinated. Definitely not me. Great job. So still keeping that core tight. Nice job. Three, 2, 1. All right, butt kicker. So step, heels to the back. Try to move a little faster if you can, but not necessarily like you're running. You're just moving in the sense of your pace. So if your feet get a little too wide, you might feel like it kind of slows you down a little bit. Maybe you go a little more narrow in your stance. Moving a little quicker. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right, going back to the punches. I'm going to use my trusty weights. Ready, go. So pivot or turn the opposite foot. Nice job. So these rotational exercises where we're kind of twisting the body are great for the torso or our core, just because if we do crunches and stuff, it's a lot of like flexion and extension. So it's not a lot of twisting. And those twisting movements are good for protecting against injury as well. 3, 2, 1. I know that was a little longer than 30. All right, ready, kicks, go. I start talking and lose track of my 30 seconds. So again, bracing the core, kicking, trying to challenge yourself by getting that foot a little higher. Nice job. We're gonna do this one more time, and then we'll get a drink of water, and we'll see where we stand for some core, a little bit of core, not too much. 3, 2, 1. All right, so back to step and reach. Of course, my mat gets all messed up. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, don't get confused here. Good job. And again, I'm really trying to move quickly. We're not necessarily, running. Because I can show you what that looks like. So then it's one of these motions. It's a lot quicker, but that's not the idea here. But it's optional if you chose to do it. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to the heels and the backside. Go. So again, narrow your stance and just picking up the heels and moving a little faster, which is a little easier to do when your feet aren't so wide. Excellent job. So a reminder, the next one is the cross-body punch. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab your dumbbells if you choose to. Cross-body punch. Last time. Go. After this one, we will stop. We'll lightly stretch. Keep staring at my clock, thinking, oh, 12. Nope, it's 11:55. It's Monday. That's what happens. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so let's go through some light stretching. So hands kind of reach behind you, opening up that chest, filling it through the front of your shoulder. Nice job. All right, give yourself a great big hug if you can, and then just slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time, and feeling that stretch travel down your spine, and then just let the arms drop. So if your back is rounded, it's okay for this one, just because of what we're doing. Give yourself a great big hug. Slowly roll back up, rolling one vertebrae at a time, and feeling that stretch down your spine. All right, grab the top of your foot. If you are standing, you can hold on to something if you have a desk or a chair. Nice job. One last time. So I have express abs coming up in 3 minutes. Stay on if you like. Otherwise, for tomorrow is total body, which is actually outside at the fitness center at 11:20. Sign up if you have not. Otherwise, it's 2 p.m. stretch break tomorrow with Caitlin. Come see us in the gym if you happen to be by 10 a.m. tomorrow, not 10 p.m., 10 a.m. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, TJ.
Yeah.